Well, to quote Emerson, Lake and Palmer, welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Well, I guess in this case it does end. But anyway, we are going to talk about vision boards, and I'm going to go over my 2025 vision board and how I ended up with my goals and where we're going to be going in 2026 with a new vision board. And what is a vision board? A vision board is just a graphic depiction of your goals that are on either paper or on a computer. You could cut these things out of a magazine, but what they are graphs or pictures of your goals. You're not just gonna put words in, but graphics have been shown to be more effective than just words. So instead of just writing your goals down, this is a way to actually put your goals into graphic form. And there's two basic ways to do it. One, you can do it on the computer like I do. So I just find clips on the internet and I just bring them into a PowerPoint. And you could, there's Canva, there's other ways to do it where you could save graphics on a project, and then you can print it out like I did. And the other way to do it is you could just get real hard copy magazines or books or whatever, and you can actually cut out pictures and you can glue them on a big poster board. And there are a lot of people who actually do that, and then they hang the big poster up and they see it. And one of the nice things is you put this in a place where you see it all the time. So I usually put it on my desk. I also take a picture of it with my cell phone, and that way I have it in my cell phone and I can look at it just about every day, and it reminds me of what my goals are and what I want to do. So it just keeps it up front in what I know what I'm going after. It keeps me focused as to what's important and what's not. So anyway, with saying that, let's go through what I did and what my vision board was for 2025 and where I ended up. So what I also do is I break up my components. So I have a YouTube component, which just takes up the whole top because it's very, very important to me to get my YouTube channel going. I even got the shirt now. Thank you to my wife who got me this as a Christmas present. Even says, you can see it, subscribe on the back. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hopefully you'll do that. Anyway, and then I also, travel is very important to us, so I have a special travel component, and then I have a personal, so some personal stuff, and I'll get into that in a minute, but not YouTube personal stuff that I want to just grow as a human being. So let's go to YouTube. So first, I did want to hit 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit below 7,000 right now, so I do have a ways to go. I really, really, really want to hit 10,000 next year, so I actually do have it here for next year again, 10,000, and I'm really hoping to hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed already, you can help me out. You can subscribe, and that would be awesome. And if you do subscribe, you just be notified for all the content that I'm going to be putting out, and it's totally free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. So, and really does help the channel get the message out to others that may need to see it. The other thing is I wanted to hit 1 million views, and I did do that. I actually hit 1.1 million, so that was really a good surprise. I did not put a view count on here as a goal. One of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to put the goals in here that I have more control over. Now the subscriber account is really tough, but that's more of an outcome. The other ones that I'm going to say that are in here are more what I have control of and what I can do. So right now I say, what I did say in 2025 is I wanted to do 1 quality standard and 2 short videos per year, so or per week, I mean. So I could do two shorts per week, 1 long form, and I had to grab the number because I forgot what it was, but it was, that would have averaged, if I did 2, it would be 104 videos for the year, and I would have done, I would have done 52 videos for the year, and I would have done 104 shorts for the year. And I actually did 84 long form ones. So, I mean, that's really beat the goal. 84 versus 52 is great. So I did a great job there, and I'm really happy about that. And shorts, I wanted to do 104, and I actually did 116. So I actually beat the goal there, and I'm keeping the same goal, although I'm going to try to beat it again. So I have the same goal for 2026. want to make sure I keep putting up stuff. And then the other thing I have in here is I want to get better at 1% every day. And I kept that. I just made it a little bit more prettier. You can see the graphics really pretty there, but that basically has me improving myself 1%, getting better 1% every day, my YouTube channel. So it does force me to go in and look up new things and do new things. And it just helps me get better and better so I can make the channel better for you guys so that you guys can enjoy it more. And I know that one unfortunately is a harder one to measure. I can definitely measure how many videos I put up. I can measure how many subscribers I have or how many views I have. This one's a little bit tougher, but it just keeps me aware to try to improve every day, and so that's what I'm doing. I also put on little graphics here like "You Got This" and "Just Do It." You know, it's just no excuses. You know, I could sit there and a lot of people say, "Oh, the YouTube algorithm hates me," and that's why I'm not growing. But you know, I'm not gonna say that. There's no excuses here. I'm just gonna do it. I got it, and it's up to me. It's my responsibility to grow my channel, and I'm not gonna blame any algorithm out there or YouTube because maybe my channel's not growing as fast as I would like. So anyway, that just keeps me more responsible. And what also I like about being responsible is it puts the power in your hands. And so whatever goal you go after, you want to be responsible for it, because again, if you're giving that power to someone else, like, oh, my boss is the one who's holding me back, well, if you're thinking that way, quit your job and find another one, or tell your boss you want to move up. And if you can't, then you're going to move on, and it puts the power in your hands. So just know that. Make yourself be responsible for where you are in life, and it's just so freeing and so liberating when you do that, and you're not just blaming someone else for where you are. Anyway, I'll get off of that. The next one is travel. So last year we had some pretty hefty goals. We wanted to go to Japan, Sydney, Australia, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and that was it, actually. And then, but what we ended up doing, we actually did a lot more than that. We actually did all those 3 countries, but we also went to South Korea. We went to the beach in the Hamptons. We went to Colorado to see our son. We went to Las Vegas to the Sphere to watch a show that our son loves, and we met up with him there. So we really did a lot of traveling last year. And travel is really our main thing. As you can see, I do all these travel vlogs, and you can go and look at any of those. I have tons of them up there. And next year we have some pretty hefty goals too. So right off the bat, we're gonna go to Belize in about a week. So in mid-January, we're heading to Belize, which is Central America, and we're just getting away from the cold, because New York City, we live in New York City now, and I don't know if you know this, but New York City can be bitter cold in the wintertime. And now that all the holiday fun stuff is over, it's just cold, and there's just not a lot going on. So we're going to be going to Belize for a week and just breaking up the winter a little bit, and I think that's going to be awesome. And then in May, we got this huge trip. So we are going to go to Botswana in Africa to do an African safari and bring our son with us. And he lives in Colorado, so we'll fly him out to Africa with us. We're also going to go to Victoria Falls, which is in Zimbabwe, the biggest falls in the world. And then we're going to go to South Africa, and that's we're going to go hit Cape Town for a little while, a few days, and just enjoy a few days in Cape Town. So 3 countries in Africa. That's going to be an amazing experience. I do talk to people who have been to Africa, and they all tell me that it is just an amazing trip, the whole thing. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then I have the personal stuff. And so the personal stuff is another one that it's hard for me to measure too much. You can measure some of it, and I'll get into that. But basically, a positive mindset is what I had for 2025. And I try to be positive. I'm not 100% there. I am a human being after all. And so I do have negative days just like everybody else does. Nobody has perfect, happy, healthy days every single day. It's a fallacy. If someone says they're happy every single day, they're probably lying to you, because it takes work to be happy. But overall, I had a very happy year. So I'm very, and I'm I try to stay very positive. I try to listen to very positive YouTube videos or podcasts and read positive books, and it all helps out. And trying to reduce my time with the news. That's hard for me because I do stay up with the news, and there's a lot going on here in America, as you could probably tell. But it does help to stay away from some of that, although you got to stay with some of it so you know what's going on in the world. And then I also have, keep learning was on there, and exercises, people staying healthy. My wife and I still exercise just about every day, 5 days a week. Then we're active on the other days. So we keep that up, and it's very important to us. Also, we eat very healthy. We are vegan. We're not 100% raw vegan. And when we do travel, sometimes we have to cheat a little bit. We never eat meat or anything like that, but sometimes there's butter in something or dairy in something, and it's the only thing that's out there. It's the only thing we can eat. And so sometimes when you're traveling, you have to just deal with your situation, but we do our best to stay as vegan as possible. And we also have been doing the Brian Johnson Blueprint protocol, which is all vitamins and minerals, and I think that's really helping out a lot. So we're doing that. And then the other thing is, and the people who've been with me forever, 6 years ago, I'm trying to grow my hair back. I still got a long way to go. I admit it, But I'm trying different things. I'm doing red light therapy on my hair now, and I'm doing the massages, but I kind of slowed them down. And I also do derma rolling, and there's a few other things I'm looking into. I'm just trying to do whatever I can to try to get the hair back. 6 years ago, I had no hair on the top of my head, and I have something there. Not a lot, but I have something. And so something's working, and if anything, it's not receding, so it's not going away. And I'm going to be 65 in a few months, so it's tougher to grow your hair as you age, but it's not impossible. And so I'm trying everything I can to keep that going. It's not a vain thing. It's more like if you're happy with what you see in the mirror, then you're going to be a happier person. And I see a lot of people. I have a lot of friends who are my age that have just they don't keep up with their health. They don't keep up with anything, and then they look in the mirror and you can tell, and they're not happy with themselves, and they're just not happy people. When you talk to them, they're just not happy. And so I think we can all strive to do what we have to do to what makes us happy, and looking decent, and working out and all that makes me happy. And so what I see in the mirror does. So I'm going to continue doing that, and you'll see, and that's why I have it on my just turned off the computer. That's why I have it on my 2026 chart as well. And I also have, what I've done is I put this nice graphic I found. I just love this graphic. It resonated with me. It says think positive, and then it just has a bunch of things about health and happiness and all that. And so I put that on there, and that's it. That's really all I have with my 2026 vision board. And I would really be interested to see what's in your vision board. It'd be really cool if you can actually post your vision board. I'm not sure if you can do that on a YouTube comment, but put your vision board up on a comment. I would love to look at them all and just see what everyone's doing. If you can't do that, then just summarize what are your goals for 2026 and pop them in the comments, because it would just be fantastic to see what everyone's doing. And I think it does help when you put your goals out there. It kind of holds you more accountable, because you're thinking, oh, my goals are out there, people see it, so now I have to be more accountable, so I'm going to do what I have to do in order to reach those goals. So put them up there, and I think it'll help us all out. And let's just hope that we all just achieve what we want to achieve in 2026, and let's hope it's a beautiful, beautiful year. And I hope it is for everybody. And if you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you know anybody who can use videos like this, make sure that you share it with them. And if you have any other comments, I already asked you to put your goals up there, but if you have any other comments or questions, put them in the comments. And if you wait a couple of minutes, or a couple of seconds, I should say, 2 videos will pop up, and you can click on any of those videos and continue your happy, healthy living journey. And I will see you all next time.